Hey NFL fans, before we dive into today's hottest stories, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update from NFL News Now. There's a storm brewing in the heart of the NFL universe, and it's centered right around the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, the franchise that can't go a single week without headlines, drama, and speculation. Rumors are spreading like wildfire that the league office might actually be preparing to penalize the Cowboys with a point deduction due to an alleged irregularity discovered during their most recent stretch of games. Nobody knows exactly what that means yet. The league hasn't made an official statement, but insiders are whispering that it could be related to a potential violation involving player eligibility, sideline communication protocols, or even something deeper in the team's operational procedures. What's got fans really fired up is the idea that this could actually impact the Cowboys' standings in the NFC, especially given how tight the playoff race has been this season. One tiny deduction could be the difference between a first-round bye and a wildcard scramble. The entire NFL world is holding its breath right now, and while no one's confirming anything, the talk is getting louder by the minute, echoing through sports radio shows, Twitter threads, and YouTube comment sections everywhere. Now, if you know the Cowboys, you know controversy follows them like a shadow. Whether it's Dak Prescott's every throw being analyzed frame by frame, or Jerry Jones' every comment sparking headlines, the team has a way of turning the smallest story into a full-blown media circus. But this rumor feels different. It's not just about drama. It's about potential punishment from the league, a rare move that usually only happens when something serious is uncovered. Sources close to the organization are reportedly frustrated, claiming that the team has followed every guideline and that the NFL might be targeting the Cowboys because of their spotlight status. And you can already hear the fan base split down the middle, some insisting this is a witch hunt, others nervously wondering if there really was some kind of mishap behind the scenes. The thought of losing points mid-season is massive, not just symbolically, but competitively. It's the kind of shakeup that could shift momentum and ripple across the entire NFC playoff picture if it ever becomes official. The buzz started after last weekend's game, when analysts noticed something off during the Cowboys' sideline communication. A few eagle-eyed viewers pointed out what they claimed looked like a secondary earpiece being used by a non-active player, something that would be a direct violation of NFL communication rules. At first, it seemed like typical online overreaction, the kind of thing fans and pundits love to blow up for clicks. But within hours, several journalists confirmed that the league's compliance team had requested footage and communication logs from the Cowboys organization. That's when things started to feel real. The timing couldn't be worse either. The Cowboys are fighting to stay on top of the NFC East, and losing even a single point could push them below a divisional rival. It's chaos, confusion, and speculation all at once. And honestly, it feels like classic Cowboys drama, doesn't it? Everything is bigger in Texas, including the scandals. Behind closed doors, reports say the Cowboys front office is in full damage control mode. Jerry Jones, who's never been shy with the media, has apparently gone silent on this issue, refusing to comment until more information comes out. That silence, of course, only fuels the fire. The NFL world thrives on mystery, and every minute without clarity means another 1,000 tweets, another wave of YouTube reactions, another segment on ESPN. If there's even a chance that the Cowboys might lose points, you can bet it'll dominate every sports show in the country. And the implications go beyond one team. If the NFL actually enforces a penalty like this, it sets a precedent that could affect every franchise. Suddenly, every communication device, every assistant coach, every equipment manager would be under a microscope. The Cowboys, willingly or not, might be about to change the way the league handles oversight and punishment for good. Fans, of course, are reacting exactly as you'd expect. Some are calling it fake news, pure hate toward the Cowboys from jealous rivals. Others are convinced there's more to the story, claiming the NFL wouldn't investigate without reason. Social media has been a war zone of theories, memes, and breakdowns. One viral post even compared this situation to the old Deflategate saga, suggesting that the Cowboys could be headed for a similar scandal. The difference this time is that the NFL has been stricter in recent years about maintaining competitive integrity. So if there's even a shred of truth behind these rumors, the league might have no choice but to make an example out of Dallas. The stakes are sky high, reputationally, competitively, and emotionally. For Cowboys Nation, the idea of losing points isn't just about standings. It's about pride, legacy, and identity. And that's the thing. The Cowboys don't just play football. They represent football for millions. Love them or hate them, they're the team that drives conversation. So when a rumor like this hits, it's not just a story, it's an event. You can almost feel the tension building in the sports world, like everyone's waiting for an official word from the league office. Will they confirm an investigation? Will they clear the Cowboys entirely? Or will this become another legendary controversy in NFL history, one that people will be talking about for decades? No matter the outcome, one thing's certain. The Cowboys are once again at the center of the storm, and the NFL spotlight is burning hotter than ever. The second wave of rumors has only intensified. Over the last 48 hours, multiple so-called insiders have suggested that the alleged irregularity might not just be about communication equipment, but could involve improper use of team analytics during live games. Now, if that's true, it would explain why the NFL is reportedly taking this so seriously. The league has strict rules about real-time data usage, and crossing that line, even unintentionally, can lead to hefty fines, suspensions, or worse, competitive penalties like point deductions. It's wild to think that technology, something meant to give teams a fair edge in preparation, could end up being their downfall. Fans are already theorizing that the Cowboys analytics team might have accessed restricted data mid-game, using it to adjust play calling or defensive alignments. No one's confirmed it, but that hasn't stopped the speculation. The story's spreading like wildfire, and every news source adds fuel to an already raging fire. Inside the locker room, the atmosphere reportedly feels tense. Players have been told not to comment on anything involving the rumor, which only makes the story grow. Dak Prescott, who's usually calm and focused, was seen brushing off reporters when asked if the team was distracted by the noise. Micah Parsons, meanwhile, fired off a cryptic post on X, saying, "They always find a way to test us," which fans immediately took as a veiled reference to the controversy. The team's leadership is trying to keep everyone locked in. But how do you focus when your season might be altered by a ruling that hasn't even been announced yet? The mental toll of constant speculation can wear down even the toughest locker rooms, and right now, it feels like the Cowboys are walking on eggshells, waiting for whatever comes next. Then there's the business side, because make no mistake, this isn't just about football. The Cowboys are a billion-dollar brand, the NFL's crown jewel, and anything that tarnishes that image sends shockwaves across sponsors, networks, and merchandise sales. If the league were to actually dock points from Dallas, it wouldn't just impact their playoff hopes. It could spark a PR war between the Cowboys organization and the NFL itself. Jerry Jones has always been known as one of the league's most powerful figures, and many believe he won't sit quietly if his team is punished. Some insiders even speculate that Jones might push back legally, claiming that the NFL is acting without precedent or clear proof. It's a high-stakes game behind the scenes, and if this turns into a battle between Jones and the league office, it could get messy fast. Meanwhile, fans across the league are eating this up. Rival fanbases are having a field day mocking the Cowboys, posting memes about America's team losing America's points. It's brutal but predictable. No team draws as much attention or as much hate as the Cowboys. And yet, even through the chaos, there's a strange sense that Dallas thrives in moments like this. Controversy has always followed them, but so has resilience. Whether it's rallying around criticism or proving doubters wrong on the field, the Cowboys seem to turn scandal into motivation. Maybe that's what will happen here. Maybe this entire storm will light a fire under them and push them to perform even better. Still, until the league clears the air, every win, every score, and every sideline shot will come under extra scrutiny. The NFL, for its part, remains tight-lipped. When reporters asked league officials about the investigation, the response was a classic, no comment at this time. But behind that silence, there's movement. Apparently, the league's compliance team has been reviewing digital evidence, team communications, and even consulting third-party analysts to ensure fairness. That kind of deep dive usually takes time, meaning this won't be resolved overnight. The longer the silence drags on, the more pressure mounts on both sides. If the league finds nothing, fans will accuse it of trying to sabotage the Cowboys' season. If it finds something, then Dallas will have to deal with the fallout of another national scandal. Either way, the drama isn't ending soon. And so, the question everyone's asking remains the same. Will the NFL actually take points from the Cowboys? Or is this just another headline blown out of proportion by the never-ending media machine? Right now, nobody knows. But the rumor has already done its damage. It's planted doubt, stirred emotion, and reignited the old narrative that the Cowboys are both the most loved and the most hated team in the league. Whether this turns out to be a misunderstanding or a full-blown scandal, one thing's for sure. This story isn't just about football. It's about power, perception, and the price of being under the brightest lights in sports. And if history tells us anything, when the Cowboys are involved, the ending is never boring. Keep watching as we analyze more details about some rumors. Speculation continues to mount that the repercussions of this week's chaos may extend far beyond individual teams, potentially influencing the broader NFL landscape in profound ways. Sources suggest that the ripple effects of betrayal, mistrust, and internal disputes could impact trade negotiations, draft strategies, and even the behavior of rival franchises, observing the turmoil with caution and opportunism. Analysts warn that the psychological fallout for players, coaches, and executives may manifest in unpredictable ways, influencing decision-making, game performance, and long-term team stability. Social media and fan speculation further amplify these concerns, creating a feedback loop in which rumors, leaks, and interpretations feed off each other, escalating tension and uncertainty. Allegedly, league officials are closely monitoring these developments, wary of public backlash, potential disciplinary action, and the damage to the NFL's reputation if conflicts continue unchecked. Insiders speculate that these events could serve as a cautionary tale about the fragility of organizational cohesion in high-pressure professional sports environments, where personal agendas, rivalries, and strategic maneuvering can combine to create unprecedented disruption. As the drama unfolds, every game, meeting, and decision is now subject to scrutiny, transforming ordinary professional interactions into potential headlines and keeping fans, analysts, and insiders on edge. Finally, the rumor mill suggests that the saga is far from over, with sources hinting that new developments, secret negotiations, and behind-the-scenes maneuvers may surface at any moment, further complicating the already volatile situation. Allegedly, key figures within the Commanders, Eagles, and Cowboys are preparing contingency plans, strategic countermoves, and private communications intended to secure influence, advantage, or protection, feeding a cycle of speculation and uncertainty. Analysts note that the public may only see fragments of these maneuvers, as much of the conflict reportedly occurs in private settings, away from cameras and media scrutiny. Social media and fan forums remain hyperactive, with each new post, video, or statement dissected for hidden meaning, reinforcing the narrative of chaos and betrayal. Sources emphasize that these events are dynamic, unpredictable, and potentially game-changing, suggesting that any assumptions made now could be upended in hours or days. The cumulative effect, insiders claim, is a league caught in suspense, where traditional rivalries, professional etiquette, and team unity are continually tested, leaving fans and analysts alike speculating about the next explosive revelation. If these reports are accurate, the coming weeks may see a reshaping of relationships, hierarchies, and strategies that could redefine how the NFL navigates internal conflict, loyalty, and competitive dynamics moving forward. Dallas front office, meanwhile, is reportedly preparing for both immediate and long-term consequences, from player morale to draft strategy adjustments, recognizing that losing a quarterback of Prescott's caliber could reshape the franchise for years. The rumor mill thrives on ambiguity, with insiders teasing hints of conversations, preliminary offers, and possible side deals designed to sway the quarterback's decision, keeping fans on edge. Social media amplifies the tension as every minor leak is dissected, analyzed, and spread like wildfire, reinforcing the narrative that Prescott's choice is more than a player move. It is a defining moment in NFL history, one that blends sport, business, and personality into a story that will dominate headlines and online discussions well beyond the 2025 season. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your fellow NFL fans. Stay tuned for more updates. only here on NFL News Now.